We doing okay?
I'm doing pretty well this
How's your
morning.
Thursday going so far?
Pretty good, pretty
Good,
good. I'm
good.
busy, you know, that's good. That makes the days fly by.
Yeah,
There goes,
yeah.
and then there's a life lived and it's all over.
All right then, that's the way it goes.
That's right, that's
All
right.
right.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm a little on edge today. It's one of
Yeah.
those days.
He's had kind of a, you know, it's Thursday and he's had kind of a week. I don't know.
Yeah, if you ever have one, I mean, people have one of those days.
Well, you know what? The week started out problematic for you because your Jeep wasn't working.
Yeah, Jeep went into the shop,
And you
but it's
kind of-
all done now.
Yeah, I saw you driving it yesterday.
Yeah, it's all good. Just, have you ever had one of those weeks where you're just not, you just feel off?
Yes.
I'm having one of those.
You'll be all right.
I think I will.
Yeah, you need
We'll
a little
get through
you need a
this.
little river time this weekend.
We'll
and-
get through this together.
That's right. I'll be right here.
How about you, Megan? Are you going to be there for me?
I am. And you know what? 4 more days until a new week.
There you go.
Exactly. Well, here's what's happening in the news today. We'll tell you about Measure 2 on the ballot, which is the amendment to the state constitution from creating a tax on transfer of property. And we'll see what realtors have to say about the impact. And we'll learn more about We've Got You Covered, a program handing out clothing to people in need with Tatiana Cash. And as always, don't forget to follow us on Twitter. And with Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, this is probably one of the coolest ideas I've seen in a long time, and honestly, it looks so yummy. Of course, chicken can be boring at times, and you may not know how to spice it up. Well, stick around for the noon report to learn how to make barbecue chip chicken.
This is barbecue potato chips.
Exactly. It is so
Hey.
crunchy. It looks so good.
It does look good,
you
as
go.
as with many things that look so good, though.
Yeah, and that looks so tempting. Just get the chicken, get a whole bag of potato chips, just put it on,
lots of
pop it in the
salt.
oven,
Barbecue.
salt, and
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Can I ask you something?
Go ahead,
This
sure.
is going to enter into the show maybe a little later if we
Okay.
have time for it. What is a haboob?
Haboob, that's actually, I think they had a haboob. Yeah, Kevin talked about this
Yeah, we were talking
earlier
about
today.
there's a
There was
haboob
haboob in
Washington
Washington, Idaho
State, yeah.
the other day. Yeah. Pretty much that's where it happened along the line of thunderstorms where the wind just pretty much brought up a whole bunch of dust. And our political reporter, Jessica Rue, she's from Arizona. They get those all the time.
All the time.
Why do
Yeah.
they call it that?
That actually comes from the Arabic word, excuse me, hab. I believe that's how I pronounce it, H-A-B-B, right. Yeah, but that pretty much means wind.
All
Yep.
right. Well,
The
tell-
Arabic word for wind is hab.
Yes.
Hob.
Yes.
So a
And we
haboob
kinda-
is a windstorm.
Haboob.
Well, with dust, yeah, and it just picks up all that dust, and I believe it traveled over 100 miles
Yeah,
or so. So
yeah.
yeah, pretty
Can-
rare.
Can be serious. All right. Well, tell us about today, though.
Yeah,
no
today-
haboobs in our forecast.
No, not in our forecast. Thank goodness for that. And we do have cloud cover, but notice it is gradually dissipating, just a few light showers north and east of the capital city. But the good news is that those are going out of here, making way for a nice day, but it is a little warm. We're already in the 70s, however, 69 in Minot. And then in addition to that, you may notice it's a bit muggy out there. The dew points are in the 60s, gives you an idea of how much moisture is in the lower levels of the atmosphere. So you remember how it was yesterday when it was hot, humid, sort of feeling like the South? Well, it's going to happen again today. So when you step out this afternoon, might start sweating a little easily. So get ready for that.
We don't know how it feels to be in the South, but I know you do.
Yeah, feels great sometimes.
Yeah, especially in January.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Thanks, Henry.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
Henry. Okay, 9:05 on North Dakota Today. Time again for another edition for Ask Kevin and Monica. We answer all your personal questions, life, love, relationships, haboobs, anything you want to know. We'll answer it here on Ask Kevin and Monica. There's the email address you can send your questions to. Ask Kevin and Monica at KFYRTV.com. This comes from Renee in Lincoln. And Renee's question is, what were your favorite TV shows when you were growing up? There you go.
How far back do we go?
Well, yeah, I mean, you
right.
and I are approximately the same age, so I'm thinking late 60s, early 70s.
Okay.
Okay.
I liked Leave It to Beaver.
Leave it to Beaver.
Had an incredible crush on Michael Landon in Bonanza,
Bonanza, okay.
starting at about age 4.
Okay, so what about, he was also in Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, I loved Little
watched
House on the
that?
Prairie. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And I liked
All right.
MASH, but I don't know if that was later. I don't recall.
Yeah, that was early 70s.
Was it?
Yeah, early
those
to
are
mid-70s.
those
yeah.
I would have to say were my
So,
favorites.
Leave It to Beaver, Bonanza,
Bonanza,
because of Michael
because of
Landon.
Michael Landon.
And then MASH. Okay. I would have to go with the big three for me. The Monkees.
The monkey.
The Monkees, man, that was
Saturday
huge.
mornings.
I wanted to be Mickey Dolenz of the Monkees. You know, the guy with the curly hair and played the drums.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey, we're the Monkees. And then Gilligan's Island.
Oh, yeah, that was big for Cliff.
Gilligan's Island.
I saw it, but I don't remember much about
I still watch it on MeTV, our sister station. And then Batman.
Batman.
You remember Batman? The original Batman
I
series.
remember it, yeah, with the really...
Batman. Yeah, see? I mean, those were the big three growing up for me as a kid. I mean, yeah.
There were so many good ones.
Yeah, I mean, these were geared more, I'm thinking more boys, Doug Batman.
Yeah, you know, you see a lot of these on MeTV right now.
That's right. There's a shameless plug.
Yes.
We're okay with that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Unsolicited.
the big three there, the Monkees, Gilligan's Island.
I see a picture here of Hee Haw.
All right, now, okay, this segues
Okay,
into our next subject here.
Oh.
You see how I'm doing this?
I see that.
There's a method to my madness here, folks. Okay, the Huffington Post recently conducted a poll of all of its Facebook fans about their favorite and least favorite TV shows that they grew up with.
Oh, man, my dad watched Hee Haw every
Okay?
week.
Now we're talking the ones they hated the most and the ones they loved the most. And they just called it the most definitive shows for baby boomers.
What are the best?
All right, no, we're going to start with the worst ones
worst,
first.
the worst.
And that's why you saw the picture of Hee Haw.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Hee Haw was number... I'm picking and I'm grinning. Now, how do we know this? How do we know this? Because our parents watched it, and we had to watch it because they were in control of the TV.
That's right. Oh, man.
Hee Haw.
Dad, could we watch something else?
Your folks loved Hee Haw.
My dad, yeah.
My folks loved Hee Haw. Hated it. Okay, so that was the worst, at the top of the list when it comes to the worst TV show, according to the Huffington Post Facebook poll. Here's another one, Hogan's Heroes.
I loved Hogan's Heroes.
Hogan's Heroes was, I could only take Hogan's Heroes in limited amounts because it was always the same thing.
Well, yeah, the dumb
It was,
officers.
yeah,
you know, the
it was
dumb,
always,
right.
the formula was always the same. They did this to get out of Stalag 13 and Schultz, I know nothing.
Yeah, and the colonel who's an idiot.
Exactly. Okay, so it was a bit formulated, it got old. How about this one here, Gunsmoke?
Oh, it's still iconic.
Well, here's the thing, and this is again from the Huffington Post poll, and they just said the kids of our age back then really didn't get into
relate.
Westerns.
Yeah, we didn't relate.
We didn't get in. The previous generation that grew up in the 50s, they loved Westerns, but not so much ours.
That's right. We saw a lot of Gunsmoke too.
All right. We're talking about the best and the worst TV shows growing up. Okay, here's kind of the middle ground. All right, the Andy Griffith Show.
You know.
I love the Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah, Mayberry RFD.
Yeah, exactly. But the criticism was, according to the Huffington Post again, that Don Knotts' character, Barney Fife, was a little too over the top.
Over the top, he was.
I loved him.
I did too, but I mean, no, he wasn't real.
Well, yeah, but I love the
relationship between the sheriff and Opie was great.
Yes, but when Barney went away, when Barney Fife went away, the show just went downhill.
Right. It needed some comic.
It did. Okay, here's another one, Bewitched.
Okay, that was silly. That was just silly.
Okay, all right. That was kind of in the middle ground here. Here's another one. You mentioned this earlier, Little House on the Prairie.
That people didn't like that?
I didn't like it. I thought it was sappy.
You had to be a girl.
It was a girl show.
Well, you know, you read all the books, and then of course there was Michael Landon, who
I didn't enjoy. I just thought it was sappy.
It was sappy.
Okay.
Of course, but it was good.
Okay. All right. Again, now we've gone from the worst to the middle ground, now to the best, according to the Huffington Post Facebook poll. We mentioned Gilligan's Island. It's at the top of the list.
I always thought it was dumb.
I loved Gilligan. I still watch it. It just never gets old. Okay. The Carol Burnett Show.
Oh, she's funny.
All right. I loved Carol Burnett.
She's always funny.
And because what was their signature thing to do? Break. They break character in the middle of all in their skits, and they would just start, especially
laughing.
Harvey Korman and Tim Conway, just start laughing, and it was infectious. It was a lot of fun. And then, at the top of the list of the most definitive best TV show growing up for people of a certain age, I Love Lucy.
Oh, it's still good.
It's still good.
She's such a great comic.
Yeah.
She'll always be funny.
Yeah.
Do you remember That Girl?
Marlo Thomas.
Marlo
That was
Thomas.
another one. What about one that wasn't on the list here, the Partridge Family?
Well,
Did you get into the Partridge Family?
well, of course, because I was just at the right age. The
And
Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch.
Well, where is the Brady Bunch?
The Brady Bunch was briefly mentioned in this list, and that was about it. But anyway,
Do we have time for the haboob?
no, but we do have. Well, do we have time? All right, let's do the haboob thing because this showed up earlier this week on Tuesday in Washington State. They never
You
get
don't
these
expect
sort
a
of things.
haboob in Washington State.
I have a friend in Phoenix, Arizona. She tells me haboobs
Wow.
go through there all the time. These are massive dust storms.
Wow, look at that.
Look at this, all right? So we've got this happening Tuesday in Harrington, Washington, about 50 miles southwest of Spokane. Winds of up to 60 miles an hour, just picking up all the dirt and dust and pushing it along.
Okay, so that's the front of it.
Yeah, that's the front. That's the front. All right. So my question is, if you're driving along and you see this thing coming your way, why are you standing there or sitting there taking a cell phone video of it?
What would you do? Turn around and go the other
I'd
direction?
be getting out of the way. That's what I would be doing.
It would be hard on your car, I would think.
Yeah, because like I said, I've got a friend in Phoenix who goes through these haboobs all the time, and she's out there afterward cleaning up all the dust and the dirt that they leave behind.
I haven't asked my dad about that.
And again, where does haboob come from?
From Saudi Arabia, where
The
they
Arabic word hub.
hub.
Thank you, Henry. Now you know.
Now we
You
know.
learned so much on this show.
All right.
All right, 9:13. Coming up on North Dakota's Today, we're going to be talking about life and love and relationship after 50.
And later, health and fitness expert Renita Brannon is here to show us how to make healthy school lunches for the kids. North Dakota Today will be right back.